What's up? What's up? Welcome to Let's Talk Love. And
Welcome,
thank you for
welcome.
tuning in to the hottest station on the planet, Hot 702.5. I am Miss Love Doctor, and this is my beautiful co host.
Beauty on the beat.
Hey, but Let's Talk Love. We are here where we talk about matters of the heart and love meets beauty. So, we together again. Let me get a little high five.
Yay! Did you see how long y'all seen two shows without being next to this magnetic energy?
Hey, I probably had some stinky old crappy old energy before. Who knows? But we was on there. Y'all saw me. So
We had a good time.
but you had a good week.
I did. Can I cheers because you're back home?
Hey.
Yay!
You got to do it. I'm in here. What's up, Norman? Mr. Liverpool, how you doing? So my week was good. I was off site, as they would say, and I was one with nature. But I had a good time, and I binge watched TV, which I don't normally do.
I'm so proud.
I want to talk about these shows too. So I was like, what? Ah, let nobody tell me. Even though I know I'm probably like a month or two late, but whatever.
Years. Years. I'm like, dang.
I'm caught up. I'm getting caught up.
Mm-hmm.
I be having stuff to do. All that TV shit is about to be out. Y'all already know that.
Grinding.
It's gotta be. So please be sure to comment, love, share, call 702-551-5261. We love to hear from you.
Yes.
And the disclaimer is that this is a safe space and there's no judgment. Honesty is our only policy. But make sure that we always keep it respectful and classy. That's all we ask, right?
Please. Okay.
Okay, so
I don't
let's get into all y'all's favoriteest topic, especially for the men. I know men love this. Like, monogamy. Say it with me. Monogamy. Like, is it a real thing? Like, is this topic is a hot ass mess? And I feel like we need more than just a week for this topic because are we even supposed to be with one person for the rest of our lives, or is it really just all horseshit?
Well, I played into the forever, so
hey, I ain't mad at that. I am not mad at that.
It's not like played in, but you understand. Like again, this is what society has put on us. That monogamy was, the day of today. Like because like for monogamy for me, I feel like it's definitely like again something a contract that me and my husband have put together of saying, hey, I'm only going to be with you, you're only going to be with me. I don't think that we ever really sat down and said all those things, but it was expected of like, hey, we're choosing to be with each other. So if we didn't choose all of those things, why would we continue to talk to other people? Right. I feel like that is for me. I want to know where my dick is going and coming. Like I don't want to have to worry about like, is Susan. I mean, and you can never really know, but you just hope and pray that person is being open and honest with you.
Yeah.
And because for me, that's the only thing. Like it's okay, be honest. I mean, there's beautiful women all over the world.
Yeah.
So like, I'm not gonna be the one that feels like, okay, you're cheating on me because you like the picture, or like you don't love me because you looked at another woman. Like there are beautiful women all around the world. So obviously you have some type of, you have eyes, you can see,
Yeah.
I'd be like, no, like I don't want it to feel like you're no longer a man or a woman, because I see shit too. Don't be mad when I look at Tyrone either, though. That's all that I be tripping off of. Okay.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all. I'll tell y'all what I think monogamy is after I tell y'all the definition. Because we have to start off with the definition. It's a form of a dyadic relationship which an individual has only one partner during their lifetime. Ultimately, only one partner at a time. At any one time, is serial monogamy. So only one partner at any one time is serial monogamy. As compared to non-monogamy, which is polygamy or polyamory. And the term is also applied to social behavior of some animals and referring to the state of having only one mate at one time. So even animals practice monogamy.
Like,
Right?
really, you can't go over there and be with Susan. No, and she has my stank on me. So
you can't go be with Susan. No, so
as a monkey, I was just saying, like, animals, you know, they got names.
Hold on now. You see they be fighting. You know I be watching the Animal Planet. I definitely be watching the Animal Planet. So I'm gonna tap in. I see a couple of people. Hello, Ida. Ida says, "Hey, ladies."
Hey.
Marquand, what's going on, Marquand? How are you? And they say you look great, Patty Fisher. And then we have Kiki. What's going on?
Hey.
Hello, Miss Knight. How you doing? We got some people tapping in today.
Yes.
So you guys tell me, what does monogamy mean to you all? Okay.
Yes.
That's the question right now. So you've already expressed what monogamy means to you.
So what does it mean to you, Miss Love Doctor? The world wants to know.
I think that I do definitely think that monogamy is a choice that two people make, right? Like, I don't feel that it should be something that you should be forced into. I don't think that everybody should do it just because of what people say you're supposed to do, because clearly doing everything what everybody says they were supposed to do is not working. So if what they're doing is making them feel a certain kind of way, you know what I'm saying? You can't hold a person to that standard. Does that make sense?
True.
So, okay, like, well, you have to follow tradition. You have to have a wedding. You can't wear a white dress if you had sex. You got to do like all these things that are put in place, and you're supposed to do this for your man, and the woman is supposed to do this, and the man is supposed to do this. And this is what they're saying is biblical. No shade against nobody who follows that. However, why is there so much disarray in relationships and marriages? Because clearly these rules that you guys set in place, are not fucking working. And you knew they weren't working. You probably knew they weren't going to work when you fucking made them. Is all I'm saying. So if you are choosing, like, listen, I really don't like to sleep around with a lot of people. My vagina is very selective. So if you want to dip and dive in everywhere because her pH balance may not function with mine. So I'm choosing you to have sex with. Would you like, this is what we're going to do. We're going to have a life partnership. And you choose these things if you wanted just to be with these two people.
So you want to be like Oprah, because Oprah and Stedman, right? They had a wedding.
I don't think that I want a traditional marriage.
Okay.
I don't think I want traditional marriage at all, honestly. Because like I said, I work in the marriage industry, so I'm watching everything that's going on. You got everybody stressed out about the wedding. You got the bridezilla. You got this. You got all these standards that you have to put. Like, no. Is it even about the couple?
I know.
Is this wedding about the couple, or is this about showing everybody that we so in love because we went all out?
Hey, that's one of the reasons why I did not want to have a big wedding. I just felt like if they weren't really there in the midst of us, figuring this shit out and having a wedding, I just felt like it's a big party. Then I'm paying for people to come and celebrate with me. I'm paying you to come celebrate with me. I'm paying for you to come and celebrate with me. I just feel like if the love is there, you're going to see it because you're going to experience it because we all hang out with each other. So, like, I like how you said, like, you don't want a traditional, like, monogamy or relationship.
No.
Because it's just, monogamy is like a boundary, correct?
You think so?
Because if you're saying that I want to be monogamous to someone, you're setting that, hey, I'm only wanting to have one sexual partner. So that's boom, look at that. Hey.
That's definitely setting a boundary because you know what you want and what you don't want, and you can choose to just not be with anybody, or then put up with whatever somebody else wants you to put up with. Because I've been watching Seeking Sister Wives, but that's a whole nother conversation. But I do think that for me, this is my outlook. Like, I really feel like whoever I decide or we decide that we want to be life partners and create memories together, I want us to sit down and describe what it looks like to each other, right? Because if I don't know what being a life partner looks like to you and you don't know what it looks like to me, but we're literally meshing two complete lives and personalities and pet peeves and all kinds of shit. You know what I'm saying?
No, I
So,
didn't think about it.
and you think it's supposed to work. Like, you getting pissed off every time he leave crumbs in the butter. Because you hate that shit.
Yeah. Like, really, bro? Like, really?
Like, you clearly you a nasty motherfucker if you leaving crumbs in the goddamn jelly. That is gross. I hate it. With
so
a passion.
it's better to talk it out first.
You better figure it out. I feel like I think people should really figure out what works for them. Like, we so busy trying to put on the Ritz and make everybody else think that it's something, but does it really work for you? That's really all that matters. In all honesty. So this definition of being monogamous with one person, I guess that we can rock and roll with that.
So do you feel like, who is monogamy designed for? Who do you feel like, is it just for us to be monogamous?
Yes.
Just women?
Yes, I do. I definitely do, because I feel like white male created monogamy for women in general. Wow. Because if men want us to furthermore understand their sexuality and the reason why they have the desire to sleep with plenty of women, if they want us to truly understand that, then we need to scratch fucking monogamy all the way out the board. We need to scratch that shit, because what are we even talking about here? What are we really doing? So if monogamy is for us to be with one person, but it's only women who's pushing for monogamy because that's what's taught to us. True. But clearly they having a whole nother conversation that we're not having in a whole nother room with the door closed and the vault and some more shit, because all fucking men know it. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. So at the end of the day, I definitely think that it was made up by a white. They said it's a westernized culture anyway. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, that I think it was just created for women to make sure that we weren't sleeping around. We weren't breaking our vows. We made it. We're going to give you this wedding. We're going to make sure that this is beautiful for you. Because you might notice most women say my wedding day. True. At my wedding. I'm like, okay. I be taking notes like at her wedding. Like the partner just be sitting there. Like, this is your wedding because it's been pumped up that this is how we're supposed to be. True. This is how we're supposed to live. And it's a bunch of horse shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's a thing, part of, marriage.
I'm talking about the idea of monogamy. I'm not talking about marriage. We're not talking about that. Stay on track. Okay. All I'm saying is the idea of it. You said, who do I think it was made for? I think it was just made for us. We the only ones out here living a monogamous life. We the only ones. That's dumb as fuck. But what cracks me up is once women become more into their more masculine side, then they become like men, and then doing the very same thing, but that they don't want. So I definitely want to talk to somebody about that, because I want to get somebody's opinion on how that even works. We do have some comments, so we'll go to the comments. Karina says you look pretty.
Oh, thank you.
It's about the union, not the wedding, and whatever you do. No, I think so. It's definitely about the union. I like y'all too, Miss Knight. Y'all so cute. I like following y'all's love union on Facebook. I love it.
Hey, they are some really lovey-dovey, like type of like PDA, all of that. Just cute.
And Patty said, I'm sure one of the keys is keeping your relationship interesting. And I know Marquita is an expert in keeping the boredom out of the bedroom in her relationship with her husband. Let's hear it, Em. Yeah.
Girl, let me not let y'all. We talk
about expert.
I don't know.
Stay on track.
Conversation.
We got to stay on track.
At work, where I told you I be putting it down. Now, it could just, I know I talk a lot of shit.
All right. So listen, and then Truthy said, listen, when it's monogamy, when it's not monogamy, it's polyamory. 9 out of 10, it's the guy that has multiple wives, not the woman have multiple husbands.
Why not? Right.
But there are some women that have multiple husbands.
Yeah, I seen the video.
There are some women that have multiple husbands, so that's actually is something pretty cool. But we gonna get into all that poly and stuff next week. So is monogamy even a real thing?
Well, basically, how you like just laid it down, flattened it.
That's just how I feel about it.
When she said that she ironed it and everything. When I love the way that you said it. But I mean, I feel like monogamy can be a real thing as long as people continue to be honest. That's the only thing, is that's what breaks up monogamy. If you want to choose to say that it's just me and you when it's not that anymore, let me the fuck know.
I don't feel like it should just be you doing your thing and I'm monogamy. That's why I feel like it's pushed. It's literally shoved down our throats from the time we were kids. Like, grow up, you get you a good man,
True.
and you get married and you settle down and you have some kids. See, it's so many discrepancies in that fucking statement alone.
Yeah, we not.
You get a good man and you settle down. Why are we settling down? We need to be turning up. I got a good man, and he just for me. Like, we should be turning up
because they want you to feel like you shouldn't have multiple sexual partners. But you got
to think about the whole word settle within itself. Like we talked about when we did talk about marriage. Remember, and even Marquand said they get complacent.
We get entitled, and
because it's like they tell you this story, but where's the filler parts? What do you do now that you got this good man? What do you do in this marriage? Well, how do you keep this part? Like, not saying just the woman, I'm saying on both parts.
On both parts, no, that's
but true. Marriage isn't pushed down men's throats like it's pushed down our throats.
True.
So they marry when they're ready, which is how it should be. We married out of timing. Like, what's the movie? What's the show I be watching? Put a ring on it. Mm-hmm. She's like, no, I have a deadline, and if I'm not married by 24, then I'm like, but then what happens? You just turned 25. That's it.
So you feel like you're a failure, and you feel like you just like the woe is the world, and I'm
like clearly there's something wrong with me.
Yeah, that's it.
But the only person put the timeline on it was you.
Well, and also Mother Nature, because if I say I want to be a mother, I only have so much time for my body to actually do what it's supposed to do. Men can create kids all their lives until they die. As long as they can get it up, something is going to be able to come out and procreate something. For us, our shit is gone. So we have, to me, I feel like it was more pressure of like, hey, you can't be doing this to this many people. You have to find one person and then try to have kids with them, and they gonna love you the way that you ain't never been loved before. That's exactly all of the Disney movies that I watched, and the movies. I remember how we had a show when we were saying how shit shapes us, like how movies and things that we watch shape our ideology of certain shit. So that white picket fence and a nice house and all that shit was crammed up to where I was living, roach infested, this. Like, all that shit was like, no, you don't want that. You want this. And you need to find a good man to get you this, because you don't have the ability to do it yourself, because in the movies, a woman is only taking care of, is known as a wife or a mom. So monogamy is pushed by our thoughts.
Like, because you needed men back then anyway. You needed to be with them because they were the breadwinners. They didn't allow us to work. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So at a certain point in time, monogamy was all you can get. So that furthermore adds to what I said. It was made by a goddamn man. You feel me?
And it's not a real thing then. It's just what society is. And if you choose to, abide by it, then do so. Do you feel like monogamy can exist in the world like today? In 2022, should us girls, because I mean, you kind of said it earlier too, like, no, bitch, we need to be out here. She didn't say all of it.
And it doesn't even have to be sexually, but like, date and have a variety. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. That's why we be sitting around waiting on this one person and feeling like you possibly could be a failure, but he ain't tripping on you because he just has like 4 or 5 other bitches that he fucking with.
So, can you answer me this question then? If you're dating, should you be monogamous to the person that you're dating?
I don't know. I guess
if y'all just dating, like you.
I don't know. I don't know if you should do that. I don't know what you should do. I don't know what people should do. I can't say what you should do. I can't, because you have to do what works for you. If you want to be with just one person while you're dating this one person, that's on you. That's your business.
So that's, you guys, we should just have that conversation of, hey, I'm dating. I only like to date one person at a time. This is what I like to do. And if I choose to give you my body, I'm only choosing to give it to you. This is how I would like my dating.
For my own personal reason.
Yeah.
Not because you that nigga.
So that's how we should communicate that.
You should just do what works for you, because my whole thing is, if you sitting around you waiting on one person, right? And this goes for men and women. This ain't a woman thing. You sitting around you waiting on a person that you know is dating other people.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't want to sit around and wait for that person, what are you sitting around waiting for that person for? You can go on dates and do whatever you want to do. I don't know. I don't know if you haven't had a conversation about y'all only dating each other, then that's the only way that you're monogamously dating.
Oh, okay, that makes sense too.
Because most times when a motherfucker cheat, they be like, "Well, we didn't say we were together."
Like, so we fucked.
Like, kind of, sort of, motherfucker. But you did ask me a question. You said, should it exist in today's world? I think that is hard to do today. I don't know. Let me take that back, because I feel like it was easier to do back in the day when in Pawpaw in them day, because there was no social media. So they could literally have families on each block in a 6 or 8 block radius.
Mm-hmm.
And really only reason why they knew is because they had gut intuition.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So now with social media, sex is everywhere though. Sex is literally everywhere. But I think that in today's world, I think people really need to understand what monogamy means to them, because then you won't keep getting in situations where you're quote unquote cheating.
Yeah.
Because motherfucker, let's just say this. People are too old to be cheating.
Yeah.
Like, you grown as fuck. Do what you want to do, bro. Why are you cheating? Because it's not even about the sex for me. It's in the act. It's the fact that you lied. It's the fact that you're deceptive. You was being sneaky. You was doing all this shit for me not to find out, only for me to find out. That's probably why I can't fuck with you. You do what you want to do because you're grown. Yeah. But I feel like it's more respected if people stand on their 10 toes and be like, listen, this is who I am. This is what I'm going to do. Then it gives me a choice to be like, yeah, well, shit, I've been fucking with you anyways. What difference is it going to make? You ain't disrupting my flow. You ain't made me feel no kind of way. You ain't neglected me in no kind of way. You still give me the attention that I Diana Ross say. 40, Diana Ross got a whole song. Y'all better listen to it, Upside Down. And she says
tell me that the upside down.
I was like, see, these are not new fucking issues. These are the same thing that's been going on. That makes you really realize that it's the same. The women are saying the exact same thing that we're saying to this day, but it's just different.
It's just differently. It just sounds differently. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I just want it to be where, again, let's break society norms, and whatever is good for the goose should be good for the gander. That's just all. Is that how you say it? Because I feel like if a man could be able to have multiple women or multiple relationships, if that is a woman, y'all shouldn't be on Steve Harvey's daughter, Lori Harvey, for her dating multiple men or whatever. Like, she ain't got no kids by none of them though.
Mm-hmm. But why not?
Y'all would have been talking shit about it.
It's the same thing that men do. You dated them, you found out it didn't work, you move on. What's the problem? What's the big deal? See that? Because that's not what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to be one. We're supposed to sit around, hold this little flower until they ready for it. Like, no, it doesn't work like that.
I know, and being chosen or like feeling like, and again, you put on so much in order to just be chosen. And you don't even know why you want to be chosen, because it's just,
I was told that we go to the club dressed up for other women. I was like, no.
I mean,
I have never got dressed and been like, I hope these bitches see my outfit.
But I don't do it for men either. Like, I don't do it for like.
I'm saying, even put your husband in the place, G. I'm saying, like, when you go out and y'all go out and you look, you want
to look good for the next bitch, so then the bitch will feel like.
I don't know. I don't get it.
I don't get that either, because I'm not here to compete with nobody.
It doesn't make sense.
I'm Marquita, you're Tasha, you're whoever else is out there in the world. I want Beauty on the Beat wants everyone to be and feel beautiful.
Yeah, because I was like, maybe y'all don't know the conversations that be in the bathroom, because the conversations in the bathroom is where you be like, girl, you killed it with that outfit.
That hair. Hey, them shoes.
Okay, where'd you get that from? Here, put it in my phone. Like, that's the conversations that we be having in the bathroom.
Yeah.
And I know y'all probably have different conversations in y'all bathroom, but we be complimenting each other. I always think about when we went to Atlanta and we dressed in jersey dresses. And girl, they thought we was a basketball team, and I couldn't figure out for the life of me how we a basketball team, and we all got on different damn jerseys. But whatever. Mm-hmm. But the girls were so nice.
Like, oh my
Oh my God. And it was just like everybody we saw though, like everybody was just very complimenting. And I noticed that, like, damn, that's kind of cool.
West Coast people do not do that. I'm a type that loves to compliment another person. Like that's my favorite thing. Because like if you took the time to do something for yourself and it all worked out, like you came out looking like that right now, today, frame glasses, hitting, like, oh my gosh, you just look so cute. Like that, these are the type of things that it is okay to celebrate another woman or another man. Hey guy, you smelling really good today. I like those out, like it's okay to compliment people.
I think we be needing compliments sometimes anyway. It reminds, I don't know about, I'm not saying like people that are vain and need a compliment. I'm saying like sometimes somebody just might need that little bit of like, thanks. Because I didn't know how I was looking. But what do you think the monogamy alternatives is? If it doesn't really exist in today's world because everybody cheats. Men cheat, women cheat,
Everybody
monkeys
has
cheat.
cheated. Yeah. You think so?
Monkeys cheat.
I don't think so.
Girl, they be fucking the whole thing.
Like, I don't think so.
And every time you have the conversation with people, like, well, why didn't you just say something, or why didn't you just leave? So it's like, what would be an alternative? What would be an alternative to monogamy? Like,
well, just let your partner know when you're having that urge of saying, hey, somebody else made my coochie tingle besides you. And I mean, like
that shit ain't gonna go over with a lot of people. There's not gonna
don't say it like
a
that.
lot of people.
But I feel like
men are territorial.
That's fine. But you have to be able to be, if you are with the right person and that's your forever partner, you should be able to say that, hey, my feelings has not changed for you, but I have noticed someone else that caught my eye. Now, if you choose not to partake in that, and I'm letting you know before I go and do it, I'm gonna always respect that. Now, I don't know if I could ever really do this in my relationship, but I'm just saying, like, if that is the case, I would want my spouse to come to me in that way.
Be honest. And be honest.
Like it's cool.
I think that is like the biggest thing with monogamy. Like, you gotta be honest with yourself, and you gotta be honest with the person that you with. Because if you lying about anything or to them about anything, to yourself or them, something is gonna start to get cricky in the foundation, no matter what, because you're not living your truth. So at some point, you either gonna get some resentment, or you're gonna get some attitude, or you're gonna be bored with something, or you're gonna be looking upside this motherfucking head like.
So just be honest when the shit changes.
Because we change, we grow. We don't stay the same every day. Every day, we was watching the comedian. He was like, "Be quiet. We just grew." I'm like, he ain't even lying. He telling
be quiet.
Be quiet. But yeah, there is some alternatives though. So there is. Did you know that there was 5 types of monogamy?
Girl, no. Until we did our research, I was like, what? And when she explained it, it made complete sense. But I never thought about it. Just kind of like self-care when we learned it was like 8. Like, the fuck, what did Marquita, what is you do? Like, it just helps you
to tap into all of those different things. But I can see why it's important to realize that there's more than one type of monogamy, because we have that, back, like you said, you have to create and define healthy boundaries. Yeah. And it has to be clear, crystal clear. Like, as soon as you feel like it's not something clear about your boundaries, you need to clear that shit up. Because that's when you could smudge and somebody can be like, well, you ain't say that part,
Yeah, you broke that.
But I think that's with everybody that we're in relation with. Like, it doesn't have to be a relationship sexually, but it says there's physical monogamy, there's social monogamy, financial monogamy, emotional, and activity. Right?
Like, what is it? I'm like, what? We getting
activity monogamy. But I think that we probably should do a whole little segment on them, because it's interesting how you break them all down. So like physical monogamy is like, we doing things, we're physical together, we're having sex, we're fucking.
Yeah.
This is something that we know that we're doing, like we said earlier, like, but we have agreed, because the other partner could probably be a germaphobe too, and like, listen, I don't really want you fucking with nobody else. Like, We haven't decided to be together yet, but we are deciding that we are the only two people that we're having sex with.
Yeah.
Exchanging of bodily fluids.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So that's a physical monogamy, but then more social monogamy is like, hey, we out in public, we out here, we friends, we outside.
Like, hey, you can just grab a girl.
We are not in Kansas anymore.
Like, I don't want to be a social monogamist.
A social, you don't like PDA? Mm-mm. You don't?
I'll do a little peck, but I'm not like oh my god, like maybe sometimes I do. Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. If the spirit moves you.
Mm-hmm.
So then there's the financial monogamy.
Yeah, because you shouldn't be spending money on another bitch besides me. Like, mine is your mama, because she's not a bitch. I'm not saying it like that. All I'm saying is that, yes, like, you
can't
shouldn't
be calling people's mamas bitches.
Okay.
Let's clear that
up. I'm somebody's mama, so I don't want nobody calling me that.
Please, please, and thank you.
But for real, like, I really feel like that's how I gotta be. Like, I don't want it to. I don't like. You should be able to talk finances, even if it's like, hey, you keep yours, I keep mine. You make sure that the bills get paid. It is what it is. If that's what we're saying, then that's like you kind of blurring the lines. You're not letting each other know what y'all really doing with y'all money. So you could
very clear, or even we're to a point where you decide that you are okay with creating the savings plans with this person.
Mm-hmm.
But we know we are made this once again. We're both making a decision. Like, this is what we're deciding to do,
mm-hmm.
and this is how this looks for us.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you be like, oh, baby, you want to get a little bank account and all of that.
Like, so you
like, yeah, let's get a bank account. Well, what kind? I don't know.
Or can I see your bank account? What you mean? Why you need to see my bank account? Like, what's going on?
What is it that you looking for? Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, tell me your reasoning.
Yeah.
Before we log in to anything, it has to make perfect sense.
I'll be like, Lord, I'm like, he just gonna see all the food that I eat out all the time. Like, all right, here, go ahead, see.
Go ahead, make me a sandwich for lunch.
Mm-hmm. You'll see how much I spend. Like, damn, babe. Like,
but that's important to know. Like, who knows how to budget, who knows how to work the credit, who knows how to pay the bills on time, because everybody's not financially savvy.
That's true.
And if you know that off the bat, you can't get mad later on. Like, this motherfucker don't know how to pay bills. We falling behind and this and that. The other. Well, you knew that in the beginning, so this is your strong suit.
Yeah.
You know, this motherfucker right here, they know how to,
do this and do that.
Yeah. Build the credit or something. I don't know.
But I feel like the whole part of monogamy and what really is crucial is communication. Because you got to talk about all of this shit in order for you to know if any of this shit is going down.
I feel like they should put communication monogamy in there, because I think that once you start to reach a certain depth and a level of communication, when you start to really let people in, it's like, I'm choosing to let you in. So I'm giving you this piece of me that a lot of people don't get. You know? So they should probably put that one in there.
That's gonna go next.
What is
activity?
I'm gonna tell them. So activity is the person that you do things with. Like, we go places, we hike, we do things because we have these things.
You're my person that I do this with. I don't want to see you with other bitches,
because you don't hike on Thursday.
Exactly.
Now all of a sudden you hiking on Thursdays, bitch. Oh, that's how she acts.
So really, like,
but she has so many other friends. But let me do anything. She has
friends too. We have friends, and we're
my friends. She don't say nothing about. Anybody else out of those couple people, she'd be like,
who is this?
Why are you up there with them? I'm like,
because it's like, well, where am I? I'm not there. So it's FOMO for real. FOMO for real.
Call her the other day. Oh, just outside having drinks with my friend. I was like, oh, I should act ass. I was mouthing. I should act the whole motherfucking ass.
You're not the first person.
They were like, so y'all in an activity monogamy relationship, I see, because y'all need to go to counseling.
True. Dang, I got a problem, y'all.
Dang. That's funny. But now we know it's a real thing.
It is.
It's not just you. It's not just
like any activities. I'm going with.
Where's the activity monogamy at? Because we need to have a decision that we're going to do activities together. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that relationship. But emotional monogamy, though, is often, if it's not a physical monogamy, it can be called swinging.
Oh.
And when the couple is neither physically or emotional monogamy, it's called polyamory.
Okay, so when a couple is not physical.
So if you're emotional but not physical, then in monogamy, it's called swinging. Even though I don't know if I agree with that. Yeah, emotional but not physical. Swinging maybe hella physical.
Emotion and physical.
It probably less emotional. But this one says when a couple is neither physical nor emotional monogamy, that's called polyamory. I think it's the opposite.
I think so too.
I think whatever website I got this on quoted, I always cite my resources too. So
yeah, because definitely. Like, so if we're emotional, then we're swingers.
No, I don't think we're gonna scratch that. Scratch that off the record. So.
Would you, Miss Love Doctor, okay? Would you ever consider poly? Since we're talking about, again, monogamy, but if you are, opening, these are different areas of relationships. Would you do it? Huh? Would you do it? Would you do it? No.
I would, but I would. It would have to be so much of an understanding. Like I have to be so solid with this person. Like the foundation has to be solid. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Because if me and this person is in a relationship and we decide we want to be poly and we want to bring someone else into something that's already built, I feel like our foundation is so solid that there's nothing this person can do to disrupt what we got going on.
Okay.
Whether they try it, because you got to think about it. They coming in, they got all they life and history and baggage and daddy issues and mommy issues and whatever the hell they bring in with them. We done figured us out. Now we still got to figure this new person out.
Yeah.
So this new person coming in, it's like I don't want to. But no, it doesn't. That's the point of having your foundation strong. Because if we're weak, if we have any cracks or anything like that, as soon as this person come in with their shenanigans, and let me tell you, like, I'm not saying a person coming in intentionally to fuck nothing up. I'm not even saying that.
Yeah,
I'm saying with a person with a backpack full of baggage, just like the rest of us, and they start unpacking that shit, and it starts to create issues within our house. We gonna be good.
Okay.
You probably gonna have to figure yourself out.
Like, you know what? Okay.
You get what I'm saying? So
clearly she don't know about boundaries. She don't know about this. We're gonna just have to let her, hey boo. And just trust that the person, once you guys both agree that she's not conducive to our relationship, y'all both gotta cut it out.
Period. There's no more discussion. So like my show I've been watching, the Sister Wives, Seeking Sister Wives. Because I gotta know how this shit go down. I'm there. I have to educate myself.
She'll investigate before she wants to be well versed.
I have to know what's going on. I gotta see how this shit goes down. And I'm sorry to say, 9 times out of 10 is the same story. The man is acting like a damn bozo behind some pussy, and the woman is faking like she's okay with it, and she's not.
Hey.
So are we from 2 different planets for real? Like, are we so embedded in us that we can't see them with somebody else? Even though none of them could see they women with nobody else either. And I can see why that could be an issue, because you bored. You bored, he with her, you in there, you doing your nothing, a crossword puzzle on Facebook. Like, you have to have a serious understanding of self if you getting into some shit like that.
True. That is true. That's hella true.
You have to know you through and through and through, because if you already like, get to acting jealous, like my one girl, she is not about this life. Baby cry every episode, honey, because she be like, can I just have a minute? Because I'm like, because this baby ain't ready for this shit. She is not ready, and she faking like she is, and she's not. And he's telling her that God is the one who said they should do this. But when she talks to her friends, and her family, it's like the truth comes out a little bit because they're like, girl, what the fuck is you doing?
Yeah, like you was never like that. Like, friend, what?
This doesn't make sense. But then again, it's like if he would come 100% correct, I think he could get more with that because he could say, hey, we've been together because they've been together like 17 years or some shit, 16, 12, 13, something.
Oh, wow.
In the team. So they've been together for some years.
Wow.
But if he would just say, we've been together for a long time, like let's try something different. But it's only for him. I think when y'all, whoever's bringing the idea, bring a solution for the other person too. You don't figure your shit out. You know what you need. Okay, so what is it? What's the solution for me?
Yeah, because they do not want us to be able to be entertained by somebody else too. Because you don't always have to be physical. But most of the time, I see that men seeking like another wife is for sexual gain. It's never about, oh, I want another connection with someone else. I want to be able to fuck someone else. That's just, and if that's the case, okay, it should be both sides. I should be able to go and fuck someone else too.
You definitely should. You definitely should.
That's just how I think.
Let's tap into some of these comments because we have some comments. Okay, so he said the book Venus and Mars is a must read. We're gonna have to check that out, Patty. Yes, polyandry is when a woman has multiple husbands.
Okay.
If you have two people who genuinely wants to be monogamous in a relationship, that means that it could work. If they're going to, it has to be both people though. One person, and then I want people to tell me this: why get in this relationship? Because you don't. I guess I just answered it. You don't want them to go off. You don't want to lose them. So you gonna lie to yourself and me and God. Okay.
Because I want you to stay.
I just want you. It's only me and you, and da 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 da. And the whole time, you know full heartedly that is not the case.
That's not true.
Why? I got to know why. I mean, I know it's because you don't want to lose.
And you hear so many stories of like, oh, the day before he was fucking me, or we was doing this, or it's like you had a whole nother bitch. Or when it ends, it's like they already are in a relationship. You'd be like, come on, bro. We already know.
The type of sex that people be having the day before their wedding is beyond me. I don't know. I just feel like, I don't know. I feel like the honeymoon might have to go completely different fucking around with me. Because I know what you're going to go do. Like, I know y'all going to go fuck. Like, come on. The day before our wedding, the day before, you about to say I do and kiss me in my mouth?
Just strap it up afterwards. I mean, before. Like, why you do that? Again, if that's your last hurrah, we say we going to be together forever, take that last hit. Like, bam. Don't say nothing, though.
Man.
I'm just saying, like,
I guess you got to figure out how you gonna do it. Because I'm saying the night before the wedding.
Yeah, that's your last partner you're ever gonna have. If y'all truly are going in this saying like, hey, divorce is not an option. I don't give a fuck if I get on your nerve. I don't care if my left titty is gone. I don't care if your left balls is gone. Like, we're riding till the motherfucking wheels fall off. Then try. You gotta have. Hey,
I guess. All right. So Patty says science says men can only stay attracted to the same woman for 2 years. After that, the reason they stay is because they're love and friendship. But yes, they all want to be with other women. You want to send me that link, Patty, because I gotta read up on that. I got to know. I got to read that. But I feel like there might be some truth to that because it's the chase, it's the hunt. Like, I got you, I captured you, I got that. That was like,
and they feel
but
we
stay
do
right
the
there
same
though.
thing.
But stay right there though.
They feel like we do the same thing. We want to cook, we want to clean, we want to do all these wifely duties so you can choose us. And then they say, pick me, or we going to be the sex goddess of your dreams. And then they say, okay, as soon as we get married, it's nothing like that no more. But
busting it wide open early.
Yeah. But it's like, but what comes after marriage and after kids and shit, men don't always put that shit in there. Like, you go to work and you come home. They don't see all the extra shit that goes on after a woman's had a kid, have shit going on, or periods. It's a lot of shit that we got to deal with. And that it's like that's the one thing that y'all like to say that, hey, I don't feel I'm getting enough sex. I don't feel like I'm getting enough that physical touch. And that physical touch from us is not just a hug. I want to lay on you. I just want to rest on your shoulder and smell your armpits. Like that can be intimate for us. Y'all want to like do every fucking thing. It'd be like, bro, can we just relax? Can we just watch a movie?
Well, intimacy is really what you make it. Anything really can be intimate, honestly. But truth be said, a lot of demise in monogamy relationships come from us living in a disposable society. That's a whole nother topic because everything is just disposable. You're right. Like, throw it in the trash.
It's
kill
enough
him.
people out here
Shoot
to be
him.
like,
I could cheat on you. I can get a million. You, I could. It's bad. Monogamous only after he brings it up. If he doesn't bring it up, then assume he's screwing around. Assume he's screwing around. Patty. Patty said she ain't come here to play today, baby.
Patty, I am just learning so much more about you, girl.
They said people are scared from the consequences of the truth. Why?
But we tell our kids to not lie to us. That shit is so annoying. Like
we're taught to not lie, but then you show them how to lie in reality. To say you want an open relationship to your mate could leave you getting the deuces from their mate. So instead, they step out on their mate. Get the deuces, fam, or get your shit together. Let me know, like, hey, I'm gonna do my thing. I hope you're still there when you come back around, but don't just lie to me to keep me. That's dumb. That's gonna make you lose me for real.
But if you don't
versus honesty, but that makes me feel like you're weak because you can't stand on your 10 toes. Like if you're a man or you're a woman, everybody running around here, I'm grown. I'm a grown ass man or I'm a grown ass woman. Stand on your shit, fam.
But if you don't get caught, then you kind of just like, again, just don't get
caught. So what? Don't get caught? That's your advice?
Yes, don't get caught. Because some things that we don't know, it don't hurt us because we don't know.
Who the hell told you that? To a movie, a goddamn movie. No, that is 100% not acceptable because what is the purpose of us being in this so-called relationship if you need to do something that you should not get caught from me?
So
don't be with me.
But this is what I'm saying. If he is providing, if that person is providing, all your needs are being met as a person, you are madly in love, you have no issues, he is respectable, you everything is, your bills is paid, however you want your life to be, she has provided that for you, right? You don't know that he's doing a whole bunch of other shit on the side with the next chick, but I'm fully happy invested. I don't know what's going on. So unless you slip up and you stop doing what you were doing at some point, then that's when the shit happens. But if you can, I feel like monogamy is for broke people because you need two people in order.
I cannot believe you even saying this, but I guess
I'm monogamy
is for broke people. So, but if you have this rich person who takes care of you, no matter male or woman, they should be able to do whatever they want to do.
Both parties should be able to do whatever they want to do. You can have a relationship.
No. You monogamous. I'm talking about your partner. We talking about cheating.
So, okay, but I'm saying if I'm rich and I can afford 5 females because
what if we both rich?
If we both rich, it again,
just don't get caught. You crazy boy. You a wild girl. I didn't know you felt like that. Patty said keep them condoms ready. That came right on time. Because
you should not, if you were cheating, I'm just saying, if you were, do not but I believe if you are having sex with other people, you should definitely wear a condom because that is just your sexual health should be important to you and your partner.
Right. So, but he said polyamory is above love, not sex.
So, okay.
If you have a loving partner and never have sex with, you can have a loving partner and never have sex with them. I agree. Chris said, hey, beauty on the beat. Marquand said, what if they are only bringing it up because they cheated? You already cheated. For me, You already cheated.
Oh, if they bring up like
You
they
bring
want
it
to
up
open
because you already
relationship.
cheated.
But what if you hadn't though, and that's something? See, but if we say that, then that's automatically going to make people believe, hey, if something changed physically in my or mentally in
Some
my
change, you cheated, and then you bring it back to me. This is me. That's you. We two totally different people. I'm telling you, for me, it's in the cheating.
I get that.
I mean, it's in the act. It's not in the sex.
Okay.
It's what you did, because even in friendships, I don't give a fuck about all the details about why you did what you did. You did what you did, and it made me feel how you made me feel. And for that, I probably can't fuck with you. And there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah. But that's just me, because now every time I look upside your head, I don't know whether you telling the truth or not. And I don't want to have relationships around me like that. Okay. I want to be able to trust everybody that I'm around, because I'm a trusting person. I'm going to give it to you how it is. Okay. I'm not going to sugarcoat. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to bullshit you. I'm going to let you know what's up. And then the second you make me feel some way, I'm going to let you know that shit too. Yeah. But if you got to be like, oh, okay, well, don't do that. That's going to fuck it up. I'm letting you know. I'm letting you know.
But that's true.
So do you think that it's, since you said all that now that I didn't know my friend felt like this, but do you think that it's humanly, and when I say humanly, women, but last but not least, men, because we're going to give it up to the men, even animals, is it possible to really be monogamous? Is it humanly possible? What y'all think? What y'all think in the comments?
That it can, but it has to be, like we said, it has to be both parties. I don't feel like it is for everybody. And we have to be okay with taboo shit that we're not used to. But a lot of shit has changed. This world is not the same. There's a lot of shit that we are being, anybody can be whatever they want to be now. Anybody can do whatever they want to do. It is
but
what
they
it is.
Still not that person. Like, you could fake like you're all these things, but to the core, you still the same exact person who's trying to be somebody else. Mm-hmm. I could be online and make my name up and say that I'm this person, put this profile picture up, and this and that and the other. But every day I look in the mirror and be like, God damn.
Hey, Marquita, hey, girl. Be like, even with my wig cap on, like, bitch, edge is gone, like, bitch, hey, what's up?
It's us.
It's you. Us. It's me.
So many levels of me.
Man.
So many levels of me. I think that, like, if two people really was just like, you know, and the only reason why I keep using the example of like a germaphobe, because I think that way, if like the male was really a germaphobe, I feel like that person will probably be like, I can't be having all this DNA mixture going on. So, you know, I don't think people think about it like that. I know sex is just a physical act, but it's a whole lot of transferring of DNA.
You know, and like how she said, like nails, the what's in your teeth, in your mouth, like all of that shit. I'm like, damn, like she when she broke down sex, I was like, damn, okay, bitch, you really, I like,
a little nasty.
It's like, wow. You gotta just be able to not know about it. I feel like, but when you really do become grown and you're able to talk about this shit, that's how you know you really grown.
You got to grow up and have these conversations anyway, because they're already there. Mm-hmm. But I'm so happy we had this conversation today. Y'all got to make sure y'all tune in next week, because we going to bring this poly thing on a whole new level. We got a special guest. But I want to thank y'all for tuning in to Let's Talk Love. Y'all know that I love y'all. Be sure to come and talk about matters of the heart with us every Wednesday at 4 p.m. right here on the lovely Hot 702.5. And if you do have any topics that matter to you, make sure you let us know, and we could talk about those things, because what matters to you matters to us, and you matter to us because you matter. Because you matter. No, because you matter. All right. We love y'all.